Hey guys, welcome to Evolving Spiritually. My name is Kayla, and if this is your first time checking out my channel, hello and welcome. If you guys are returning, what's up? Today we're doing a go with the flow type of reading. I don't have any sort of structure or certain sort of spread that I'm going to be using. Whatever comes out, we're going to roll with it, vibe with it, and flow as always. So if you would like to check out more content from me, you can head over to patreon.com/evolving into more. Over there, I upload daily, Monday through Friday, with a mindful meditation. If you guys would like to book your personal session like this or any other kind of reading, you can head to evolvingintomore.com. So we're still starting off per usual with our self-focus section of keywords and trigger statements, and today we have 3. So our first keyword is destiny, and destiny has the trigger statement of I am lost, while the true statement says I do what I love. The message behind destiny says there is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey of fulfillment. So, for me, a life-changing moment or statement or quote was from Marie Forleo. I think that's how you say her last name. But if you search her here on YouTube, she definitely is a go-to if you're trying to build and create something for yourself. And I remember watching her, I don't know, like had to be maybe 10 years ago. It was a while ago. But she stated something, and I've mentioned this recently, but I'll bring it up again because destiny is really giving me the vibes. But she said something in the sense of knowing that it does not matter how many people do what you aspire to do or that you're creating and building. As long as you stick true to who you are and do it in your way, you are going to inspire people because everyone is different. We all learn, we all process, we all, vibrate at different vibrations is the best way that I can put it. And there's everybody for somebody too. Somebody for everybody, but everybody for somebody. People, there's different little things that people cling to, and you never really know what it is about you that is going to stand out and stick out that makes people relate and see themselves within you. I feel like a lot of people that do watch me can relate to either the way that I talk or my humor, my dry sense of humor, my experiences, my truth, and things like that. And that is because I show up authentically, like I am myself. I don't have this need to impress or to be anything other than me, And through that, I've learned that you will find who is for you, what is for you, and who is not and what is not. Because anything that is not for you is not going to give you any sense of peace within it. You're not going to have a sense of comfort. Now, it's not about being so comfortable that you don't grow and change, but you definitely don't want to be around people and in spaces and places that always take you out of feeling like you. Okay, your destiny is entwined within who you are, and it's fully being at peace within that and allowing life to go and flow as it should. So that goes into our second keyword of awaken. And awaken has the trigger statement of I don't know what to do, while the true statement says every moment is a new opportunity. So the message for awaken says take time today to engage your senses and create. The tension that has been dividing your head and your heart is leaving. That fight that you've been having with yourself, you're tired, you're over it now. What's the point? You've been beating yourself down for how long? Don't you feel like you deserve the love, the softness, the gentleness, You got to do it, and you got to be it for you first. So awaken is seeing yourself, seeing your life in a different perspective, but also understanding that that is not a bad thing. If you are not who you used to be, there's pride within that. You should be very proud of that. And it's not to say that who you were was bad. Even if parts of you may be searching and seeking and feeling like you need that back, how can you make it new and brand new for you in this present moment? You don't have to strip everything away from you. You don't have to scrap it all. What parts of yourself and what fulfilled you and what you were passionate about can you bring into this moment to continue making life colorful for you? Awaken. All right, and our third and last keyword is cleanse. And cleanse has the trigger statement of there is no answer, while the true statement says I am the answer. The message behind cleanse says the aligned outcome for you is simple, but not necessarily easy. Commit your goals to your heart each day and know every single action will take you closer to them. So, y'all know I like to bring it up. Y'all know I like to say it. People love to say we just lucked up, or we always get this, or we always have this, or whatever. But they skip the in-between. I think we talked about that in the last session, right? This is being in a place of you knowing what you have done, what you've gone through, and what you're about, and who you are at the end of the day. And again, finding peace and resting within that truth. And removing anything or anyone else that brings on any sort of feelings that you don't want to feel, period, point blank. Now, within discovering what it is that you don't want to feel, don't get confused by like something that is just really not like for you and right for you, confused with like something that is triggering you to see and pay attention to something, okay? If you keep turning a blind eye to it, you're going to stay stuck on it. Going to keep looping until you decide to see it for what it is. Damn, I can't even see my co-star. I left the app on my phone when I was looking at my chart one day, and today's little message was something around the truth. Like if you are not in a place of telling the truth, it's because I don't know what it said word for word, but it was something around like you can keep lying to yourself, and you're gonna keep lying to yourself until you're ready to accept the truth. And so to me, that's looping. That's consistently going around and around and around. Delusional. Okay, that's what they call delusion. When you continue to do the same thing over and 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 over again, and you think it's gonna have a different result, it's not. Right? There's something that has to change, whether that be you or whether that be the people and the things that's part of the problem. Right? But sometimes it's us, and that's okay. Because once we see that shit and we acknowledge it and we work on it, we get over it and we get better. So there's no point in not working on you, because you can only get better. So let's jump into these cards and see what's going on today. All right, y'all. So I pulled out an old deck of mine, but I feel like we're gonna go and flow with this. The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, being overall energy, is all about quick and fast changes within things that, again, you once saw for yourself. This is being in a place of not quite stagnation, because there's still movement and growth, but it's just slower than you expected at this point. It's kind of like going to the gym. You know, they say like in your first year or two, you gain all your muscle, but if you keep working out like that, it's eventually going to plateau. And it's kind of like where you're at in your healing journey, right? Your first 2 years, you was growing these muscles and you was looking all fine and fly. And again, you still look fine and fly. You're maintaining it, but you're wondering like, why is it not getting bigger? Like, why is it not getting more defined? But it's just that waiting period. Okay, it's understanding, like the keyword said, that it's not going to necessarily be easy. It's going to be something, and whatever this is could be something that you want, desire, or trying to bring into your life. You're going to have to stay committed and consistent. The only way to truly have something that is worth value, whether that's a person, a relationship, a job, or anything, like, you have to truly commit to it. In order to truly commit to it, you have to see and acknowledge the foundation that it's built on. Either it's the truth, or it's the lie, or it's a lie. And that can be broken down in so many different kinds of ways, but just to keep it simple, what is the foundation that you're building yourself, your life, your dreams, your goals, your relationships? What is that built on? Is it built on the perception of the past, of what you've been through, of what you've had to go through? Is it built on what your parents taught you, what you saw growing up? If it is, it's time to renew and come to the present moment and figure out, is it working for you? I've spoken about this so many times, but there were things that really worked for me in the past. Being able to get to a place where I can block out my emotions because I was in, oh my God. I literally just choked. Okay. Out of nowhere. And as much as we would think that that's a sign for me to like, shut up, I'm not. Okay. What I was saying is, I've been in a place where it was necessary for me to shut down emotionally. And that's exactly what I did. But it was because those circumstances caused for me to not be in my feelings, because my feelings was so hurt and crushed that I probably would have just woke up and felt like I can't do this anymore. So I was in a place where like, you know what? I can't be in my feelings. It's not about that. Like, if I sit in my feelings, shit's not going to move. And I know one thing is, I deserve more than to be stuck in this place of nothingness. So I'm going to put my feelings to the side and I'm going to do what I got to do. Excuse me. But now, where my life is, flash forward 5-6 years, I don't need to be in that place anymore. I don't need to sit here and block out my emotions. I'm not running anymore. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not insecure. I'm not less confident. Like, I've grown and healed in so many different ways that if I continue to carry on my defense mechanisms, my limited mindset or perspective on life in this present moment, I would miss out on so many things that are for me, because I'm not in this place or phase in life of survival anymore. It served me and it worked for me when it was necessary and when I needed it, but to be in a present moment of seeing that this could be blocking opportunities and things that can only help me grow more moving forward, because at some point you gotta feel again. You see what I mean? You gotta feel for yourself. This is not going through the motions of life. This is not going through the motions of your career, of your relationships. This is not giving into temporary things and people anymore. No more in and out, no more back and forth. This is being in a place where you feel confident about the direction that you're heading and the choices and the people that you're bringing along with you. Yeah. So let's see what else we have here. Can't believe I just like, what did I choke on? I didn't even think I ate candy or something, or like, no. No, that's weird. Okay. The Ace of Wands. Fire energy is very, very strong here today. So I'm going to take this as past energy. And this is feeling like things or people passed you up that you were so passionate about choosing, wanting, having, or desiring at some point. And I really feel like now you're in a place where you can see what that was like built on or rooted within. And that's crazy because I was thinking about this yesterday, how people, I was watching, okay, you gotta have your balance, okay? So I was watching, obviously, Krishan and Blueface, and it was just like, y'all, that is like next level. I ain't never, okay. If you know, you know, we know, right? And I was just thinking how a person is so codependent, how you can be so codependent on toxicity. But if you don't really know, understand, or even want to acknowledge where the trauma bond comes from, like people like to dress that up, like, oh, we trauma bond. Okay. But are you healing and are you growing? No, you're not. Okay. You're going to trauma bond in some way with people, with everyone. It just depends on if your connection and your situation is going to continue revolving around that trauma, right? But once you, usually when you see it, you acknowledge it and you want to heal from the trauma, you outgrow those people and things that are still in that place of not growing with you. But if you are two people who are connected and you're not growing together, then you're never really going to see, then you're going to go on that loop. It's going to be a continuation of doing the same thing, but expecting a different outcome. Not realistic. Right? If they're not going to change, then you got to change. If you ain't going to change, then they're going to change. Okay? That's just how it works. It sucks. Right? We've been there. We're there. Yeah, y'all know. The Ace of Wands is in your past. All that temporary, lustful temptation, it was built off of illusion. It was built off of trauma. Trauma. So, in the present moment, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Something new, someone new, new opportunities. You know, I read something on Instagram the other day, and it really has me hesitant about saying the word blessed now because, you know, you break it apart and it's be less. And it's just like, well, with the ED, it's be blessed, but be less. Like, you know, I'm not one to really get that picky with the whole like vocabulary things, but once something stands out to me and I just like, I'm like, I don't know if I can let that go. Watch, be mindful, but you ain't gotta worry about that because where you're going, where you're headed, and the things and people that are coming your way, they're coming with solid energy. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So your old ways of being, thinking, and limiting yourself when it comes to what you're capable of achieving, having, or obtaining in life, you gotta rework that. You gotta rewire it because you're headed towards success, and you gotta show up. You gotta show up, and you gotta know that you are deserving of these things. Because we're not gonna sit here like everything's gonna be rainbows and butterflies, and people ain't gonna try you because they are. They will. They just sitting back. They waiting. You out here doing you. Just doing you. And because, you know, their life is the way that it is, they're just gonna try. It's just like people on the internet. It's some things. It's just like people be rude and I mean, not really in my comments, but like on other people's comments and TikTok and shit. And it's just like, you're ugly. And it's just like, what really made you feel like you had to go out your way to purposely try to hurt someone else's feelings? Like, it must suck to be miserable. But there's people like that in real life. So that's what I'm saying. We're getting on those kind of people who just want to throw something out there just because they're feeling away or they shit ain't going and flowing. So they try to come in and interrupt yours. We're not giving in to those people and those things and those situations anymore. We're not giving in to people who want to come in, use, and take advantage and not value us the way that we should be valued. So this Page of Pentacles is completely starting over in a sense, but not in a dreadful way, because I know you're probably like, I didn't start over so many times. Or you haven't started over at all. But either way it goes, it's connected to something new. And for it to start off new, that's good. Because again, we just spoke about your foundation. What is it built on? Whatever it starts from is what your foundation is built on. We spoke about this a couple sessions ago, right? I don't read for people that are over here trying to figure out when someone's husband or wife is leaving their, like, no, because you're starting a foundation off of lies and cheating. And how it starts is always how it's going to end, because when hard times hit, you go back to the truth of what your foundation was built on. And if it ain't real, if it's phony, if it's fake, it's going to, what? Break. Come on. We know this, right? So let go and understand that you are deserving of the best of the best. Okay? I know you're okay with, just accepting things as they are. I know things may not be as bad as they could be or as bad as they were. Well, why do you not believe that you are deserving of more? You don't have to settle for these people. You don't have to settle for these situations that are just not going to do it for you. And you do not have to look at yourself as someone who is just never going to be satisfied. You've been too satisfied, giving in a little too much and still getting the short end of the stick. And the only reason you have not been lately is because you've been doing you've been listening to you, and that's it. That's all you got to keep doing. But what is there? Is there shame around you prospering while everyone else is going through their lessons that you were going through, and everyone else was on their high horse? And like, no, why do you feel bad for excelling, for going forward, for moving in a different direction than everyone else? You never know how that's setting you up for everything that you desire. The Two of Wands, again, a lot of fire energy here. The Two of Wands is about directions. You gonna follow directions, or you gonna make the directions? What you doing? You following it, or you typing it up? I'm typing it up. But I'm typing it up from experience and truth. Don't talk about it if you ain't about it. Don't talk about it if you ain't been through it. Period. And you always going to prosper from that place. Does not have to look like they say it's supposed to look. It does not have to be how it's said it's supposed to be. How is it for you? So, back at the top, overall energy, we have the Knight of Wands and Justice, Libra energy, karma. Yeah. Scales being balanced, wrongs being righted. Whoever thought they was going to shorthand you, whoever thought that they was going to get over on you, God was like, nah. I've been sitting back. I've been paying attention. I've been keeping count. God's going to show you the things that people are doing and saying without you even needing to be in the room. So don't dismiss those thoughts and those feelings that you have. And at this point, I know I'm hearing people's conversations. And that's how you peep game. That's how you understand. Your intuition is always going to let you in. And I don't know if this is a collective message or a personal message, but either way, we're going to get it today. And it was really along the lines, I heard a female voice saying, no, you just got to let her feel like it's something that she wants. it's something that you gotta let her make it feel like she's making her own decision. So somebody want to come in, they want to manipulate you, and they want to manipulate you into going or making a choice, going in a direction or making a choice that they ultimately are like swaying you into, but finessing you in a way to make you think that you're wanting to do it. But you know what the flip side of that is? Whether you're a he or she or anything in between, just keep it in mind, because you never know how it'll show back up. Somebody think that they can play you. Somebody think that they can manipulate you. And maybe they did in the past. That's why they know so well how to get to you in their mind. Because when I think about that, or when I feel that conversation a little more, it feels like someone connected to you was trying to tell someone else about how to come at you because they can't. Right? So if this is like a family member, this is someone telling another person like, well, really all you got to do is butter her up and make her feel like, you know, she's special, or, you know, it's a decision that she wants to make. And, you know, and it's like, you got to be mindful of who you're meeting to around this time, who you're being introduced to, who you're coming across. You got to trust your instincts. Okay. Some big birds flying out in the sky right now. And that just, again, that's people being nosy. That's people trying to be in your business. So that's what I'm saying. You got to see who is who, what they're about, and if they really for you. Yesterday's Patreon mindful meditation, we talked about somebody wanting to come back in they're like apologetic. But I say that and I roll my eyes because it's I don't care if you have to muster up the courage to apologize to me. If you're not going to change your behavior, you might as well save it, okay? People be thinking like, oh, I'm sorry, and I own up to what I did is going to fix everything and mend a broken bridge for them to get over on the other side and do it again. Like, why don't you just save it? Your apologies don't make you look like a better person. You are not a better person for owning up and apologizing after how long? Right? I don't know. I'm just going off. But that's what I feel. It's like wrongs being righted. And someone, again, just wants to come in temporarily to try to see what you're about, because this Justice card, Libra energy, someone wants to see if you're really about what you say you about, if things are really like you present them to be in real life. Weird, but okay. All right, so the past energy is the Ace of Wands. And that is clarified by, I'm about to start force pulling these cards if they don't want to come out. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Here. Yeah, see, this is stagnant energy. This is delays. This is seeing things, again, in a different way, because you realize what that desire, that want, that need, that passion or connection was all about. And now that you've healed from whatever this is, there's no more slowing you down. It's people not appreciating, again, you when they had the opportunities. Y'all know, like, I used to sit here and make dance videos, like just trying to express my emotions and let this person know, like, you hurt me so bad and oh my God, you can't see it. And they didn't care. They didn't care at all. I did it for like 3 years. They didn't care. And I mean, obviously I don't give a flying flamingo now, but it's just like the thought, if someone would have ever put that much energy and effort into showing me like, oh my God, I care about you so much. And like, that would be my person. So I say that because that's how I feel about whatever this past energy. You did so much. You invested so much energy and effort. And it was something that was beyond noticeable. Beyond noticeable, right? Like the example I just gave you. Like I put it out on the internet. It got thousands of views. You've done something so obviously for people or a person or a situation, and it was still not enough to keep things moving forward. But that's what you've learned from moving through this energy, is you don't have to give in to things and people that don't feed into you in that same way, because all that's going to bring is stagnation. All that's going to bring is a loop of energy back into the same thing. Whether that's with the same person or situation or someone new, you will continue to run into it. The face can change every time. You can be with a different person every time. You can be at a different job dealing with a whole different area of your life, but the lesson and the truth of it is still going to be what it is. But again, the past wants to come in and cause delays. And they're not even coming in on like anything real. They're coming in on wands energy, on fire energy. You gotta come in with some cups. I ain't got no cup present. The Page of Pentacles is connected with the Chariot. Cancer energy. Ooh, water. There we go. Y'all know how I feel about low vibrational Cancer energy, and it's low vibrational Cancer energy that I'm speaking on. So if you're not low vibrational, I'm not talking to you. But in this case, this is like keeping something so buried and hidden and deep within, but also denying the truth and reality of it. The illusion. Somebody was going over and over and over and over and over and over with themselves, telling them it's not what it is. You're not who you are. This can't be what you say it is. Only to continue running into the truth of what and who you really are. That's why we talked in the last session. Let people say what they want to say. Let them feel how they want to feel. Because when you know the truth of it, that's just what it is. That's what it is. You don't like something about me? Okay, it's because you don't like something about yourself. But what is it? Get real. So we can grow, so we can heal, so we can move forward. And if you don't want that, then I do not want to deal with you. You feel me? Okay, I'm going to stop. But yes, confidence is what you are giving off. And confidence is the main key to jealousy. So we gonna keep it real about that as well. These new beginnings, these new doorways, these new opportunities, these new people, these new environments and things that are about to happen for you. You're going to be too hot to handle in the most humblest of ways. But that confidence, it's really going to bowl someone over, or maybe a lot of people over. Am I telling you to make you care? No, it's to be mindful, because when people come at you left, it's like, oh, I get it. I understand it. I'd be sad and salty too. You know, so it's like, oh, all you do is read cards and you're on the internet all day. Yeah, I get it. I get why people don't like me. If I wasn't me, I probably wouldn't like me either. But I am me. I love me. And I guarantee if you love you, you're not going to care, because it doesn't matter. You can have your moments. You can feel it. You can own it. It can piss you off. It can trigger you. It can make you upset. But are you going to choose to stay there, or are you going to do something about it? You got choices. You got decisions. And you are headed in a completely different direction than people and things that are trying to come back or come connect to you. So, we have the Two of Wands. Whoa. He's a liar. He's a lying, cheating son of a way you do me. Boy, I'm tired of taking yours. I know all about your past. Up in college shot. It's probably a bad song, but y'all know what I'm talking about? Maybe not, don't matter. But that's what this feels like. A liar. A liar. See, somebody want to come through and they want to finesse you. Okay? Just like Aubrey Graham said, finesse. And that's why the Seven of Swords had to pop out. Somebody want to come back and they want to, this could be love bomb you. This could feed you your fantasies and give you what they think that you want and you need and you desire. But no, because again, whatever it's built on is what it's going to be. And if somebody building something on a lie or something phony, you're going to know it. You're going to feel it. And if you really real with yourself, you're going to be like, not for me. Not for me. But that's what this is. Somebody wants to come in on an emotional level, just try to stop where you're going. It's like the whole like mindset theory of people cannot like prosper in life. Like people who have financial struggles are always trying to figure out like how they're gonna live paycheck to paycheck or get this or get that. Like their mind is never at peace enough to like meditate or find a balance to have a healthier perspective because they're consistently in struggle mode. That's what this person is wanting to do to you. Okay, don't even have to do with money. It could do with your feelings. Like somebody either want to come in and confuse you or love struck you or like do something in some kind of way, romantic or not, that's just gonna woo woo you into this place of kind of being bought. Okay, and again, it does not have to be being bought with money. It's just like someone, again, like the conversation that I was hearing was like you just gotta make them feel like it's something that they want. And I'm telling you, it's somebody wanting to feed you a whole plate of bullshit. And we can't fall for the okie doke, y'all. We done got too far. Got too far. Now I don't feel like you're gonna fall for the okie doke, but it's just peeping game, understanding, seeing it before it appears. Because that's just, somebody think they slick. They ain't slick with me. We'll see. Let's see what this combined energy is. Ooh, the moon and the... No, you ain't slick. Cancer energy again. Somebody thinking they can hold on to deep, dark secrets. Baby, the gig is up. Did you get the gig? The jig? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Somebody got some sort of like addiction as well. It's not cute. It's not cute at all. It's like, it looks like alcohol. It's like very loose, right? My energy has been very loose this reading. And that's just what it feels like. Somebody's going to be all over the place, just a hot mess because they're so deeply rooted within trauma. And again, this is not going to be for everybody, but if someone's body face is starting to look a little different, I mean, I guess this could even be like you, if you're wondering or if you're having like any sort of thoughts or feelings around your physical appearance, like a lot of people's weight is just trauma. Okay, so when you usually see someone gain like a large amount of weight, they don't have to be overweight, but you can tell that they've gained. It's like someone just like wearing their trauma at this point and thinking they can hide it. And again, that's not to offend nobody, but it's just to bring awareness that like when people start to make really big changes like this, it's because there's some trauma that is being withheld in the body that's holding on to that. What is this Nine of Cups? Hierophant. Someone just so stuck and adamant in a certain way of how things are supposed to be. And because you are doing them in a way that is proving like it can be different, they want to come in and they want to control the situation. No, hold on, this can't be. So let me get up in it and figure out what's really going on so that I can cause confusion. Because people cannot play you if they don't know what's going on with you. So now you're dealing with somebody that did know you and was all up in your business because maybe you told them, maybe you trusted them, and that's okay. Okay, because we learned our lesson that you can't now. But because they've been on the outside and they can only see what you've been putting out, but they don't really know what's really going on up in the inside, when really they should just know and trust and believe that you're a real one at this point. So what you put out is the truth. Okay. And if you're hiding anything, it's only the really, really good stuff. So the more you dig, the more you find, the better it's going to get. And the more their feelings is going to hurt. So, hey, let's just call it what it is. But somebody think that they gon' wiggle their way back up in your world, rock your socks off, not realizing that they was so last year, last season, last century. No, what they're given is not even valuable to you anymore. Think you causing confusion where? You're going to cause yourself confusion. Think you making somebody like be in a hard place, like, oh, I don't know if I should do this or go this way. Well, it wasn't hard for you to choose that you was not going to show up, pick and choose and be there for you, huh? Why are you being so hard on yourself when you have legit reasons why this ain't it? Why they not it? Why this whole situation of anything pulling you backwards or to a place that's less than what you've acquired at this point? It's a no. You got this ahead of you. Okay? And you got people that want to come and trick and play you up out of it because they see where you're headed. They know who you are. They see what you're capable of doing. Death, Scorpio energy here. Slithering up, somebody being super nosy in the background, been studying, been watching you. I said it at the beginning of the cards. Someone who just wanted to be so right about you and they've been so wrong. You're wrong, sweetie. You've been wrong, always been wrong, and you're gonna stay wrong until you realize that you're wrong. You can do this all day. It's easy. Virgo energy. Goodness gracious. Why people like what? Like, if you don't want to see yourself, deal with yourself, and acknowledge yourself, then you go stay over there and go find the people that are like-minded. But don't sit over here and hate on the people that are. Don't be mad because we find ways to get out of our shitty situations. You know, the ones that people were like excited about, the ones that people were like happy that we were in. Oh, well, we're out of it and our shit looks a lot more cleaner. Now what? It's not talking shit out of being petty, it's talking shit out of being real. What's real? What's real? You can start over every single day if you want to, and it's still going to come back even stronger and better. Stronger and better. If you learn, you learn. If you find ways, you find ways. Right? But if they're rooted, again, in the truth and what's right, it's always going to prosper. Going back to last week's reading, if you did not catch it, it was the paint example. If you're in light white energy, you can mix anything in it and it's going to be beautiful. Any color you want to, and you're going to make something beautiful. But you want to mix a lot of shit in some darkness, that shit's gonna be still dark and ugly. Okay? Dark in the sense and ugly in the sense of not right on a moral level, not right on a foundational level. Because a lot of things in a lot of people's lives who are not like-minded like us is no faith. Right? Can we be that real? Because that's really what it lacks. There's people out here who just really don't even think to talk to God, to pray, to say, hey, thank you. No, not till hard moments hit. There are people out here who are not in a position of trusting themselves enough to know God for themselves instead of what other people tell them. Because you also have the group of people who want to go against religion and what is being pushed on them, and then just believing that there's no God, that's not, all of that is no. It comes down to why you can't see God for yourself. If God is not what you feel like it is in the Bible or in the church, then what do you know God to be for yourself? And if the God that you are serving is okaying anything that's evil, vindictive, unhealthy, toxic, and complete BS, then baby, your God is not on the up and up, and your life will not be on the up and up. Period, point blank. It's black or white. People try to, it's not. Life is really simple. It's real simple. Is it necessarily easy? No, but it's simple. Pick a side. And be prepared for the consequences that come with each side, because each side is going to have consequences. You're going to have to go through something, whether it's in the beginning or whether it's in the end. Like I tell people, I'm 31 now, but my whole like teenage 20s, all of that, I went through everything that you can freaking imagine. Well, not everything, because some people have been through a lot worse, but I have been through some things, okay? And it's just like, everybody's like, oh my God, you're so young, and you're dealing with this, and you're going through this, and you've been through this. And it's just like, yeah, I used to look down on that. Like, damn, why am I dealing with these old ass problems? And like, problems ain't got no age. But you being in a place of being prepared for your purpose does. So let all those people talk, let them look down on you, let them feel how they feel, and be like, oh, you should be doing this, it should look like this. No. If I go through my hardship and struggle in the beginning, and you mad because you going through it later on down the road, and you don't know how to respond or react within that, I hope you taking notes. Because a lot of people think that shit just will not happen to them. And it may not be happening right when it's happening to somebody else, but that don't mean that you are excluded, honey. Because usually the things that you see, observe through other people, it's either teaching you and you learn from it and you don't experience it because you already took the lesson from it. I said it again in the past reading. I don't have to even go through hardships at this point. I will watch and I will learn from a private reading to a private conversation with a stranger or anything else, okay? Anything that I can learn from people, I'm going to learn the lesson within it. I'm going to learn the truth of it. I'm going to make a choice within it, and that's what it's going to be. I feel like I've avoided a lot of things because I've learned from other people. So for the people who don't understand why I get on my platform and talk about my business and talk about me and my experiences, it's because hopefully you can grasp what I'm saying and you don't have to go through the bullshit that I went through. And if you happen to, you can peep game and know what you need to do. God damn it, I flow. It's just a thing. I love that about myself, but it is kind of corny to me at times. But for real. There's always truth in who you are. There's always beauty within that. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but fuck the one that can't see the beauty within you. They're not your people. They're just not for you. Changing and rearranging for someone else or something else. No, that's how you got your feelings hurt the first time. Being in places and spaces that do not balance you, that keep you stuck, that keep you knowing that you are deserving of more. Y'all, you do not have to sit in situations just to see them through because you made a decision when you didn't know no better. I did it. My first marriage, y'all, immediately after we got married, because we didn't even spend our wedding night alone. I was like, what did I do? But then I was like, damn, I've been praying and wishing and wanting this my whole life. And this is my fault. Like, I got to take responsibility because, like, this is what I asked God for and God gave it to me. So I got to, like, make the best of it and, like, figure it out and fix it. And years went by and it just got worse. And I was just like, okay. God would not want me to sit here and continue being unhappy, unfulfilled, being miserable. It wasn't just me. It was like he was miserable too. That's how I realized, like, this ain't it. But I sat there, y'all. I knew. We both knew We both knew. I gave a ring back. I gave the ring back twice before we got married. If you knew how crazy I was about love and marriage, me giving a ring back would not even be a possibility. But that's how just like the signs were there of like, Kayla's saying it, and I still did it, still forced it, still stayed in it longer than I should have. And y'all know how that ended. Okay? We all know that is just, it's no. When you can see, recognize, and realize and know the truth of it for you, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to see. That's as enough confirmation as I need for me. Okay, our fallout, our disagreement, our, whatever that was that showed me the truth was all the confirmation that I needed to know and have to confirm to me that this ain't for me. Hey, life's been pretty good for the last few years, okay? And it's only getting better. And that makes me think of a video that I just saw before I came to sit down to read. And it was like, it was a pastor giving out like money at church. He was asking people like, who came here on E today? And he gave the first woman $100 like flat out. Like he just gave her $100. And then there was another woman that raised her hand, and then he ended up giving her like $5 at a time. He would like give her $5, she would walk off. He would like, no, come here, I got more. And basically he did that to show like, don't sit here and compare. And you may not even be in this place of comparing, but it's still just a good lesson behind it. So hold on. Okay. Like just because a person may get it all up front and get it all at once, don't feel like you counted out. Don't feel like God then skipped over you, because God is sustaining you in a way to keep it consistent. Right? How can we break that down? How can we make that more like surface level? I mean, I think that was a good way. Yeah, like, okay, good. She got $100 all at once. But if you get yours $5 at a time, you gonna have more in the long run, because a person who don't know how to manage their money, whether they get it all up front, they're just gonna waste it. They're gonna spend it unwisely. You've been counting yourself out because you ain't just been getting your blessings like they just been falling in other people's laps. Okay, you see how that done flopped and how they did not appreciate, know what to do, or even like value it. They didn't just not value you. They don't value nothing. They don't even value themselves. That's why the cookie is crumbling. But you value everything that comes to you, whether big or small. I can, and I always will make something out of nothing, in every sense, in every way, because it's a possibility. You will always have what you need when you need it. But with what I was going with that whole video example was, that's some real shit, yo. Like, God will bless you and sustain you over time. You don't need it all at once, because what good is it all at once? Then what you gonna have the need to keep going for? And a lot of people think that when I say keep going, it's like continued struggles. No, I made drastic changes in my life a few years ago when I made choices. I wasn't dealing with these people no more. I'm not going through that no more. Anything that looks, reflects, smells, anything close to it is a no for me. And I can legitly say for the last 2 years, been at peace, no drama, no conflict. Ain't nobody call my phone, no bullshit. And if you have a problem with me, again, you're gonna have to keep that up over there, because you can't get to me, can't get a hold of me. You can write a nasty comment, you can send a nasty email, but how you gonna fight fire with water? Because I'm not giving you nothing, not breaking my peace up over here. You see what I mean? It's a choice. Choices and decisions. That's the power, and that's the beauty, and that's the blessing that you have over your life and yourself. And tough titty baby ain't got no milk if a person feels like they're entitled to you, or to you choosing them, helping them. You don't have to. You are relieved from that duty. Okay? All right. You don't have to walk around with your defenses up. You're only defensive when you're wrong. You ain't been wrong. You ain't wrong. You can't be wrong. Somebody want to come in and want to cause a little riff-raff because you're looking good. You're feeling good. Things are going good. And if you don't feel like they're not going good, they ain't going bad. And to a person who celebrates on your bad days, they're having a lot of rainy days lately. Oh. The Eight of Pentacles. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Your blessings is coming. Your struggles, they gone. Have you realized that? What you struggling for? What is this mindset that you're holding on to? Are you dealing with that anymore? No. You done built a whole new foundation. Keep your head up. Keep your confidence up. Keep life within you. Keep choosing people that make you want to do life. Again, like I said in the beginning, take from the past and what truly works for you and leave the rest. So, let's do an oracle card and we're going to wrap this up. I didn't want to go too long today, but of course I did. Of course I did. I just can't. Once I get going, I can't stop. All right, number 29, breathe. Y'all know I always sing that song. 2 a.m. and she calls me 'cause I'm still awake. Can you help me unravel my latest mistake? I don't love him. When to just... See, regrets. Stay on over there. Okay? All right, breathe. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. The relationship message says, don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. The prosperity message says you have worked long and hard. Your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one moving, yet still progressing right now, in a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature. The essence of your dream and the will of the universe, slow and steady, wins this race. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. And lastly, the protection message says laziness and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some fresh air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise. Move out of your head and into your body, and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. Okay? Move your body. About to go to the gym. Y'all know I like flexing. Y'all know I like showing y'all my arms that I've been working on so hard. Okay? But don't be in your ego either. I was ego squatting the other day because I was trying to beat my record of 225, and I definitely could not breathe. I almost passed out. So don't be like me. Don't be pushing yourself past limits, especially when you know better, okay? I knew when I put that last 45 on there, I was like, Kayla, you're doing the most. Did it anyways, right? Don't. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. All you have to do, just go move. Just go dance. Just turn the song on, okay? Get loose. Listen. Look, we're going to have a whole little Zumba class, okay? Listen. See, that felt great already. Move your energy around. It's stagnant, stuck. Okay? Love y'all. I'll be back in a couple days, actually. So, when I get back, y'all be ready with your pen and your paper because we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. All right. Love y'all. Bye.